just saying for the record.
For the record.
Yo, who you want to interview, like your dream interview that you haven't interviewed, either throwback or now? Like, who's like your dream interview?
I mean, I think if me and Eminem sat down, considering how we're the same age, both hip hop kids, both white, I don't think he's ever done a real serious type of interview before. He's done some pieces here and there, but if me and him sat down, I think it'd be the biggest thing he's ever done media wise.
That'll be really good. Eminem, he's another nigga. He don't
do much.
He don't do much.
Yeah,
so if you get him out the house, it was like even when I seen the nigga come out with Terrence Crawford, I'm like, Terrence Crawford better beat the shit out this nigga because Eminem don't come outside. So yeah. I think that'll be really, really good.
I was hanging on from that Eminem question. Would you pay Eminem $100,000 for an interview?
Yeah, I give Eminem $100,000 if I got a real, like no time limit. We could sit for 2-3 hours, and I could just, nothing's really off limits. Right. Then yeah, absolutely. I mean, because think about it, he's never, remember when those racist tapes came out and everything else like that? He's never spoken about that.
Right.
Imagine having that type of conversation.
Right. How long would it take you to prepare for an interview like that? Being a journalist.
Weeks. But I have an assistant,
right?
My man Evan, who's been with me for like a decade, and he really knows my style in terms of how we do things. Like a lot of people, like I remember, what's the name of the big dude in the UK, the big hip hop DJ interviewer dude. Anyways, like he used to always talk about how he just likes to wing it. Right. He comes in, he just wants to vibe with the person. Right. I'm the exact opposite. Right. I will go through, I will listen to every interview that person's ever done. And you got to think, I'm 51 and I've been a hip hop fan my whole life. So I've read every source, every XXL. So there's certain things in my memory banks that most people don't even remember.
Right.
Because it's not on the internet anymore. So I will really almost up to the hour of the interview, I'll still be researching. I'll call people that person knows, get inside stories.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. Because I feel like, I mean, it's go time.
Right.
That person's only there for a short period of time. You can't, if you forget to ask something, you find out something after the fact, that's it.
Right.
They're probably not coming back.
Right.
So yeah, I research. And that's the thing. That's why I think a lot of people call me like the feds or the police. I'll ask questions that people like, how'd you even know that?
Right.
No,
but that's a part of being a journalist.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll take that all day.
What's a roundabout number the most you paid somebody for an interview?
I've paid $25,000 for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
The most I offered, and this is close to home with you, was O.J. Simpson. I offered him $100,000 to do the interview. But the problem was that he wanted his man, because he couldn't take money directly because of all the lawsuits and everything. So he had a middleman that was handling it, and they're like, all right, well, he wants it all in cash.
Right.
And I'm talking to my finance person, and he's like, all right, well, as long as they fill out the W-9 and do an invoice, we could do the cash. I'm like, okay, cool, we'll get you the cash.
Right.
He wants the full amount before he walks in the door.
Right.
I said, come on, man, this dude owes like $20 million.
Right.
He could take the money and drive off, and there's nothing I could do about it.
Right.
I'll give you 50 up front, 50 at the end. Nah, we want the whole thing up front.
Right.
So it never happened.
My king of Vlad, you think Eminem cares about $100K? That's a pocket change for him. Also, that would be your biggest interview, not Eminem's.
I see what kind of good person you were. Boom, that was it.
The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist.